Hey, welcome to Lego at Lunchtime. Today we're looking at a non-Lego but Lego compatible set. You can find this at your Five Below. It's probably now $6. It was $5 before. Five Below went up on everything. Everybody's going up on every price now. Blah, 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 tariffs, blah, 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 blah. Even though some of this stuff, you know, they knew this was coming. They could have found a different place to make it, but of course everything's made in China. And I told them back in the 90s, this is in the wrong one, going to bite us in the butt. And people, oh no, it's going to make us rich. Right. When has anything good ever happened whenever government comes in and says you could do whatever you want to do as long as we get to make money off of you? So coming out of the basket, we don't get that many blocks in this set. There's only about 133 pieces. This is the chrome bricks, so they're a little bit different. They're like shiny bricks. Not the black ones, but the gold ones. I like good. We got in the instructions, so I'll go ahead and give you the instructions now because some people always text me or email me or whatever you want to call that, whatever it's called on the computer. Ask me, do you have the instructions? Can you email them to me? Blah, blah, blah. Nope, I don't have the ability to do that. I don't have a scanner. My neighbor has a scanner, but I don't want to bug her over this. So here are the instructions. So they don't go vertical. They don't go horizontally. They go vertically. So there's 1 through whatever. I'm trying to make sure there's no glare on the screen, but man, this new bright light is hard to see for me. Let me know if this works. Here's some more instructions in there. You're going to have to pause it and go up and down, back and back and back and back and forth because 9 is at the top and so on. On the back of this, we have the back of it. Clearly, the instructions are back here for numbers 22, 29, and 38 at the top. One of the things, I was building an actual Lego set earlier today, and I was like, man, one of the things I really do like is they show you which pieces you're going to use. Because on the Lego, I sometimes miss a step because I didn't see it on the thing. They outline it in green and don't even show you how to put it together. So it's like, yeah, I was completely lost on that one sometimes. So the instructions for these honestly are better than even Lego at this point. For the most part. I mean, I do complain about the little arrows, but if you just look at the next step, you should get it just fine. But you did know there was something going there because of the arrows. All right, so first off, there's no numbered bags, not for us at least. There are numbers on them, but they don't mean first bag, second bag, third bag you open. They're just for the factory. Like this is -3, -1, you know, 22086 is the number. I think it's on the bottom or somewhere. They only know this stuff. And here's the -2. So they have 1 through 3, but I've already figured out earlier that you can't do it in that order. Ironically, the brick that they showcase on the front is the first brick. You're going to use 2 of these, put them together, and just let them sit there for a few minutes while you're doing step number 2. Step number 2, you're going to add to the top of this a black 2x2 flat piece. And then you're going to add 2 of the couplings at the front and 2 of the balls at the back, or vice versa. I'm looking at it vice versa. I don't know why. This is forward, so I guess this is front. And make sure you pick a plate. Like I use a plastic plate that has a contrasting color. This is a pretty good color to use. Probably a white one would be even better because the green kind of does match in with the black, and that's what I'm looking for is black right now. Whoops. So when you're building, you know, it's always good to have one of these plastic plates. They're only 50 cents at Walmart. They come in at least 3 or 4 different colors every like season. They do winter. The next season is going to be, this is probably summer. And then they're going to do the orange and all this Halloweenish colors for Halloweenish times, I guess. I don't know. I just know they change them every season. And even though there's all these tariffs, they still got those at the normal price. So I don't want to hear about, oh, it's good to go up on prices. No, you guys stop being greedy and maybe start, building stuff in America again. All right, so here we go. We got, this is step number 2. Step number 3 is just 1 block. You put it over that to secure all of that. And then step number 4, now keeping it, like these are totally different. There's sockets back here and the balls up here. So just don't turn around by mistake. You're gonna take the wings and they're gonna become body parts. Not that one, because that's the same one. So you get the 2 wings and they're actually going to go together instead of out from it. And then use a 1x4 plate on top right here. And then you got another coupling. The 2x1 with the coupling on the side right here. All right, so that's step number 4, like that. Step number 5, we got a lot of those Superman shields. Why I call it Superman shields, it looks like a Superman shield. We got those 2 are going right here. And I need another one to mirror it. right here. And even though I may build what they may have me to build, these blocks are beautiful, and they're really good made blocks. Block Tech used to be crappy about, I don't know, like 10, 20 years ago. They come a long way, baby. They really have. They've done so much better now. Another 1x4 is going to go behind that. And then we got the two shorter wings that would be like tail wings on a jet fighter. If you ever get those knockoff boot Legos. See, one thing that Lego cannot do, they cannot make like army sets. So when I first got into knockoff Lego sets, they were because Lego didn't make them. And I got into the eBay. This was before I even knew Amazon was a thing, or not Amazon, AliExpress was a thing. And they had these really great, like Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine sets or whatever by Chinese knockoff companies. I can't remember the name of the companies, but there was a few companies that were recurring, and a lot of people said, "Oh yeah, they're gonna get sued." I'm like going, they're not bootlegging anything. They're making their own thing. They're just using the Lego blocks, and that's completely okay now. When Tyco tried to do it, they couldn't get away with it, but the license has, defaulted, or whatever they want to call it. Here's step number 5. Step number 6, we're going to use some of the shiny blocks. Shiny. Shiny, shiny. Remember that song from the early 80s? Shiny. Boop, 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 boop. I've been listening to a lot of 80s music lately because, anyway. So shiny. I don't remember hearing that song in a while, so I need to hit that on my list of songs to listen to. All right, so this is step number 6. Then step number 7, we're going to do another few shiny blocks. Shiny, 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 I can't remember the words, so I'm just ad-libbing. We put this here, and then we got a gold plastic plate. Obviously, it's plastic right there, and then we got a smaller one that's half that one. It's a 2x2 plate going on the back right there. That is step number 7. The step number 8, we put that to the side. Now we're going to build something that'll probably be its tail. We're going to use this piece and one of the round ball joint thingamabobs. It's got a stud that's on a round instead of a normal rectangular. It's kind of smaller. It's like one of these, but it's got a little ball on the side of it. Tiny, shiny, there it is. I found it. Great. Shiny here, shiny there, shiny something underwear. I don't know how the song goes. I just remember I used to like that song a lot. It's one of those weird 80s indies from the 80s. I just realized, oh my gosh, I like indies from the 80s music. Indies from the 80s. Okay, that's really scary. That's going to fall off, it feels like, but whatever. We're going to keep on building like they want us to build it. All right, we need to do this, and then we do another one. So I don't know why they just say do 2 times and then link them together. Got this piece. Maybe it's because of C. All right, I got this backwards. It goes like this. The bigger teeth go forward. And it's just in the picture, like when it tells you to put the pieces out to the side, and then it reverses it here, and I just wasn't paying attention. Looks like we're going to do it for both pieces, so they're both exactly the same. I thought maybe they're going to go up and then go back down, but nope. Like that, I thought that might be working. And of course, you can build it however you want to. I'm just building like the instructions. And then this set has got so many ball joints in it, it's going to be part of a mech set. Plus, it's metallic. It already looks like a mech set. Look at this. It could be like stood upright, hollow that out, put a little action figure in there, put that back up as a chest piece. Bam, you got a mech set already. I can see it. I can see it in my mind's eye. All right, so we got the dragon tail. Now it looks like we're going to build the claws. So we need 2 of these. We need 2 of these things right here. These thingamabobs. It's going to go on the top. And then on the back, there's going to be a black piece that has a ramp down like this one right here. Build this twice. So again, we got this. We got this going on the bottom, and we got another piece going on the bottom as soon as I can find it. Shiny, shiny, doo-doo. Now that song's stuck in my head. Shiny, shiny, doo-doo-doo-doo. Put in the comments below who that's by so I can look it up when I get off here. All right, so here I found it. It's right over here. When they're upside down, they look just like the other ones. So I've got those 2 pieces. Now the next thing we're going to do is put 3 discs on top of each other, like little CDs or DVDs. Or freaking laser disc. Put those on top of each other. And then we're going to put a ball joint down through there. Okay, like this right here. Like this one, it goes right through here. Do that to both sides. freaking laser disc. 3 of them. 1, 2, nope, 3. See. All right, then we put the ball joint thingamabob down through it. Then we're gonna shish kebab it. If I can find the other ball joint. Here it is, right in front of me. All right, so it's a little loose on the bottom, so maybe you want to reinforce that if you want to keep it looking pretty, or you can always glue things together. I mean, that's another opportunity most people don't think about. If you really, really love this set, glue it together. I mean, seriously. There's a car set I still got sitting inside. I want to glue that baby together. It is beautiful, and I want to keep it just like it is because it is awesome. All right, this is the next thing. We're going to build apparently his left leg. Okay, so we're going to use one of those wedges that was like a mushroom house, or the what are those houses called that had those roofs? Hip roofs. I'm going to put that on there, and just like that. And then this piece is going to go on this side, and that's probably going to be mirrored on the other side. But for now, we're just going to build it just like it shows us, right here. And then it's going to go right here. I don't like putting it to the side because I feel like they're going to break. So I do forward and then I put it down. That's just me. I'm Mr. OCD. Yeah, you know me. All right, so on this side, we're going to build it from here. Just trying to make sure I get my orientation right for what they're doing. Another one is hip roofs. Yeah, oh, there it is. It's upside down. When it's upside down, again, they look like any other piece. Nope. You gotta put it like this on this side, right here, like this. And then the gold piece, I like good. It goes right here, underneath it, right here, right now. All right, so this is gonna go down on this piece, and this is gonna be the left leg. Notice that I always have a fear it's gonna break. Notice that the hip parts, see, I told you that's a very weak point right there. And we're probably going to put dragon claws on it next because that's what normally happens. All right, yep, we're about to put, nope, these are going to be hands actually. Okay, so the next thing we're building is going to be one of the arms. This is step number 18. And we're using this piece right here and the dragon claws that are gold. I like gold. Okay, these are going to go together like the hand. This is the paw, talk to the paw. And then the next piece is going to be another. Wow, we got a lot of these mixy joints. So this is worth it just for these mixel joints alone. I don't know about you, but I should have kept all my mixel joints. I sold them. But I love those mixel sets. I don't like the mixel sets for what they build. I just like building my own things with them. They make great for mechs. Yes, I turned all those little Star Wars spaceships into mechs. I freaking love those things. I just thought, well, they're cute little Star Wars ships, but they'd be better as mechs. So we got this side right here. All right, we're starting to get our little teeny tiny gilded dragon together. It's called the Gilded Dragon. Oh, we're supposed to build them in 2 at a time. Okay, I was about to say, hey, wait a minute. The other side's just saying turn around and put it on. I'm like, we didn't even build it yet. I just noticed there's white claws in here. Oh, these are probably teeth. Here it is again, and here's one of those we're going to need in a second. But I need the ones with the coupling. Here it is, right upside down. So you put these two together, like this right here. I'm going to put that on right in here. Okay. Oh, okay. So step 21, we are building the arm. I was about to say, because it's going to go the opposite direction, so it's not 2 at a time. You just get, for step 18, it's the 2 at a time I was seeing. Wait a minute. Hold up. I just followed the wrong directions again. So for step number 21 is right here at the bottom, and then you flip it over, and then you put this arm on. Not Armani, just the arm on. All right, we got that built. Now it looks like we're going to be building one of the wings. So we're gilded dragon. All right, if my thing runs out, it's because it's running out of space badly. There's a lot of pieces to build with this part right here. So we're going to put these two on top. We're going to put one of these ball joints right here on the bottom. And we're going to put this piece on the bottom like this. And then a coupling like the ball cup right here. And then we're going to put these little round discs to reinforce it. Like this. Like that right there. Okay, so that's the gilded wing right there, and it appears we're going to build another part for it. So it's basically going back down to it. So it's almost like the opposite. This piece, a gilded inverse to it right there. The ball socket thing going to the side like this. And then I'm going to flip it upside down so you can see what I'm doing. Whoa, don't flip it across the room. This piece is going to go right here, which you can already see I'm going to have to straighten these things out. And my left foot is going to sleep now. All right, so there, that's what it looks like on the bottom. Flip it back over on the top. We got one of these little wing parts, and I picked up the right one for once. All right, that's amazing. Like that, because there's, the inverse piece. Then these two snap together and become his left wing. All right, so there we go. We got the left wing, but he's balanced, so he's not just a left winger, he's also a right winger. All right, so we're going to build with this right here, these two pieces. We're building the tip first for this one. All right, fine with me, I don't care. Let's see. We need the ball joint right here. You know what I'm going to do? Instead of doing that, this seems like it's easier to put these two pieces together and then put these pieces on top of it. Like that. And then the opposite wing, the little teeny tiny one that you would use for a jet tail wing, right here, this piece. There's that piece. Now we're going to build its other side, like the other half of it. We're going to obviously have this piece on the bottom. Okay, the ball joint thing right here. That means we got to have the coupler right here, like that. This is all, by the way, step number 27. And then we need the black inverted wing right behind it. Now we're not done yet. There's more. We're gonna flip it and put those black discs on the bottom, the ones that are like the half of a semicircle almost, sort of. Just to help it to reinforce it and to give it a little bit of, make it look good. Pop these two together, and then this becomes its right wing. Okay, so now we got the wings. And step number 28. Step 29, we're actually building what appears is going to be the head. I'm trying to look at it because there's a lot of teeny weeny pieces on there. All right, so there's these side build pieces. We got to get those two, and then we're going to put a 1x2. Let me grab them all first. All right, hold on, I got to be careful. The side pieces are the ones that go up, because there are some ones that go down that's going to be on the front. That piece goes on there like that. So far we got this, and this, I grabbed the wrong one, it's this one. And then for some bizarre reason, we're using two little down ones. So we can't just use this one, which makes more sense. We're gonna use two little down ones. I don't understand how they do that stuff. So it's this one right here, and the one right side of it. So you got, for step number 29, a lot of teeny little pieces right here. All right, setting it down. Step 30, it appears we're not using any piece of that. We're going to be building what appears to be its jaw, I'm guessing, and it's going to stick onto it somehow. So the white fangs, and then a longer white piece. Okay, and then, hold on, let me get all these pieces together so you can see what I'm going to be building, so I can see what I'm building too. All right, it appears that this piece and this piece is going to go like this. Then this piece will go on like this, and then the white thing will go under it like this. I was about to say, because there's no way that's going to stay together the way I was thinking it was going to be built. All right, so that's what this piece looks like right here to step number 30. Set it down. And then underneath it, we're going to actually get two pieces to go with it. So these pieces and this thing. Let me make sure I get the orientation correct. They're going to go out to the side. Where's another one? There it is. And another one. And another one. All right, so I got this piece right here. And it's going to go with that piece right there like that. And the piece that we just put together, I was about to put this down, but no, it's actually, we're going to put it together right here. So it goes right here. It's very complicated inside of a mouth. Now we're going to build basically the inverse for the opposite side. So we got this piece and this piece. And let me get my orientation correct here, because I'm doing it this backwards sort of. But I'm doing their way. I'm just doing it a little bit inverted. Okay, so the double fang set goes right there, and then you put the single fang back here. And now, guess what? We're going to marry these two. And then the front, we're going to put a piece of gold. I like gold and some more teeth. So he's got 3 teeth in the front. That's kind of weird. Wow, this is so bright. I can't even see the lens. So I'm on 20 minutes right now. I'm surprised my camera hasn't turned off because my camera is just losing. Every time they do an update, I lose more and more of my space on my camera. All right, we got that one. All of that is step number 34 right here. Put this to the side. Step number 35, we're using this piece, which you know what that goes to. All right, I'm trying to look at this and figure this out. There's a lot going on here. If I'm correct, this piece goes on top of it. So I'm looking at the final build piece, and there's a thin layer underneath that. Then a regular 2x2 goes on top for that piece. That looks like the final thing we're going to build. And then the ball joint goes on the back. And then another flat plate, a 2x2, goes on the top. But wait, we're not done. We still got to build more on top of it. So we're going to build these 2 things right here. It appears they go to the back, flush to the back, except for the ball joint clearly. You can't do like that. So this, and then there's this piece, and a little black piece to give it some anchor root, I guess. I like the fire. The fire is more than just 2-dimensional like the original ones were. That's going to go in here. Clearly we know what that's going to be at in a few minutes. All right, set that down for a second. We're going to be building with this, some teeth, like that. And then we got one of the washing machines. Oh, good gosh, this is confusing. All right, so like that right there. Okay, put it with this right here like this. And then a teeny tiny little gold 1x1 goes in the back. All right, that would be the end of part 37, step number 37. It looks like we're going to be building the inversion on the other side, which is, you know, we just built one, so it's okay. So we got this. It's just that washing machine part I got to pay attention to because I don't want to put it in the wrong, like that right there. So we got like that. And we got a little 1x1. It's going to go on that one piece right there. That will be the end of step 38. Step 39, we're going to build up some pieces back here. All right, it appears that this 2x2 is going to go right there. And these little tiny nipples, which look like, you know, like a baby bottle, goes right here. Okay. So tiny, my hands are just too fat for this. All right, that's step 39. Step 40, we're going to put these on top. Like that. And then we're going to put these on the side of it like this. That concludes step 40. We're putting on the eyes and the nose at the next step. All right, let me get all these pieces up here. Okay, so the nose, let me make sure there's nothing else going underneath it. All right, it's right there. And then I'm just seeing if we're still running. It's still running because it's like the light above me is so bright I can't see on the screen unless I put my hand over it. All right, so that's step number 41. Step 42, we're going to put a little snub on his nose right there. I like these because these are like really good for mix. And I remember first time I ever saw those with the Lego Knights, those 8-inch figures you build basically like almost like Bionicle sort of. Okay, did I miss something? I sure did. Let me take this off. Let me try this again. You put the teeth on, and then you put this on. I was about to say something is not right because we got something left over, and plus he's got teeth here, so he should have teeth in the front. All right, I'm just double checking everything. Then you marry these 2 pieces, so be very careful, hold it tight, and then push down very gently. There we go, it went right in. So it has a moving mouth, and then we're gonna marry this to the actual body, and hopefully I'll get all this on video before I have to do a second video, because again, my camera sucks. That is a huge head on that dragon. That's a lot for a head. Okay, it's got moving jaws, it's got a ball jointed neck, ball jointed arms, lots of mixel joints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12 mixel joints. So only thing I would do is I would definitely reinforce this with a brick. I would probably get a 1. If you like this a lot, you might want to do some fix up on it. Oh my gosh, there's more mixel joints over here. There's a lot of mixel. So just for the mixel joints alone, not even for the pretty gold plates, I think this is well worth it. So definitely go pick yours up at your Five Below. Let me know if you like this, and in the comments, just let me know if this is something that's right up your alley. It's a pretty good set. Now I'm going to do the crash test, right? Because I usually break these apart anyway, but watch it. I'm going to do the crash test. I'm going to hold it about 10 inches up. Pretty good, don't you think? I mean, there's the pieces that fell off. This was clearly going to fall off. I knew that. The leg fell off, and the piece that was basically the harnessing the legs. So if you wanted yours to be more reinforced, I would probably put a cap right there, like those round things, and definitely reinforce the tail. Other than that, it survived the crash test from 10 inches up. All right, y'all have a terrific day. And again, thank you for watching Lego at Lunchtime. Let me know if this helps you make a decision on buying this. That's all. I'm not getting paid by them. That would be nice though, wouldn't it? All right, have a good day.